The question of whether the government's doing enough to boost renewable energy is one on which the answer changes regularly. But right now, I think we're in a bit of a downturn. It's a bit disappointing to see some of the things government are doing, and I'm hoping that over the next 12, 24 months, international pressure, what's happening elsewhere, will move the government more towards the green agenda and towards the successes that we've celebrated in the past.
Government subsidies have been instrumental in the scale-up of the biogas sector in the UK. For the last 10 years, they've provided direct support, and there are now about 130 biomethane plants in operation. But fundamentally, subsidies are funded by the taxpayer, and in this cost of living crisis and the need to provide value for money, the government are needing to find new ways to fund green energy. So we need to break that dependence on government support. So that's why Future Biogas's model is so important, by looking at ways of monetizing the value of multiple different environmental services AD plants offer. We can start breaking that dependence on government support and therefore unlocking the full potential of the industry. I think the government has done a lot to boost investment in renewable energy over the last 10, 20 years. There's been some really good policy support schemes such as contracts for difference, feed-in tariff, the renewable heat incentive that have scaled up the industry to today's levels. But I am concerned about the current trajectory. There have been scaling back of supportive policies and the failure to renew these kind of supports. But what I'm concerned about is where the government is currently heading. They have been sort of wheeled back on some important supportive policies and wheeling back on their sort of climate ambitions. But luckily, industry is there right behind and still demonstrating a strong support for renewable energy, recognising that it's valuable in not just decarbonising their energy use, but actually supplying energy security and sort of stabilising and providing predictable market energy pricings for their demand.